This is the Night Wolf howling at you. And today I wanted to talk about this four-figure pack, the Masters of the Universe Origins Battle for Eternia action figure 4-pack, which is set to be as a troop builder. However, as far as troop building goes, I only consider 3 of these to be decent troop builders. Right now, I'm on the Entertainment Earth website, which is one of the places you can get it. So we have a Horde Trooper, we have a Snake Man Trooper, we have an Eternian Guard, and we have somebody for Skeletor's team. Like I said, 3 of them look really good. The 4th one, not so much. I like this picture, though, because it kind of looks like the Skeletor's Trooper there is trying to do a sexy pose. But it's basically a 4-faction battle set. I'm going to go over the individual figures here, but I'm going to go to the Big Bad Toy Store's website. So on Big Bad Toy Store's website, we have actual individual images here of the figures, which we didn't have on Entertainment Earth. So first we have this, oh shoot, I forgot what he's called. But basically, for all intents and purposes, he'd be like an elite guard for the Eternia troopers. And overall, it looks like basically a Eternian guard with King Randor's cape and harness. And I think this was from the Turtles of Grayskull, but I'm not 100% sure. I know that this weapon here was from April O'Neil from the Turtles of Grayskull. I like this figure. This one I think is cool. I wish it was sold singly, because I would probably consider getting 2 to 4 of these to put around King Randor. This guy is one of Skeletor's troops. He is not too bad looking. Like, he's one of the ones that I like. He's got a lot of reused parts here. I have no idea where this sword came from. I keep thinking that it might be from Classics, because I swear I've seen it somewhere before, but I can't place it. My first thought has been that it came with Goatman, but I don't think he actually came with a sword. The head is the new sculpt. The harness here is from the Lords of Power version of Beastman. And I'm not sure I can place the forearms on this one. Then we got this Horde character. I don't remember what he was called, but I thought maybe these are one of those Horde things that got Hordak out of Despondos, according to the cartoon collection thing. But again, this looks like he's just wearing King Randor's, or the Captain Randor, King Randor variations garb, which unfortunately looks kind of dumb with the Horde symbol painted on it. This should probably have been a new piece here. Even if you just modified the original version of it, the paint job looks awful to me. The head sculpt's kind of cool, but he looks a little too much like Hordak. But then again, maybe these are actually specifically, these troopers are from whatever race Hordak is. However, why he's using the Eternian King Staff, I don't know. It seems kind of silly. This is the one that I do not really care for. It's definitely a unique idea. I will give them that. But it is also kind of awful looking. I believe this head sculpt here on the left side is brand new. I am pretty sure all these parts have been used before, although I can't place the torso here. But this looks like it is Modulok's neck piece to separate the heads. And obviously this was like Vipron's head, and this is that snake head arm that comes with the Turtles of Grayskull King Hiss. And then we've got this leg here where the one foot is the Turtles of Grayskull Moss Man. It was used on Vecna, and it was used on the Demigorgon. Which, as you might remember if you watched my reviews, this foot is actually taller than a normal foot, so he's always going to have one leg slightly cocked if you want him to stand up straight. I'm not sure where this boot comes from, though, to be perfectly honest with you. The shield is Skeletor's shield from the snake armor. And the sword is the 2000X Skeletor sword. Which, that, out of everything, feels like one that probably should not be reused randomly with characters. Although I would really like to see them make a version of the sword that was actually separatable. What about you guys? Actually, getting multiples of this sword to try to do that myself would be kind of interesting. But that's the overall. Honestly, the Eternian Elite Guard guy here, whatever they called him, I think he's probably the best of the figures. And I would have rather have seen this one released singly. I'm okay with the troop building on the generic Horde Citizen, whatever, and Skeletor's got weird army builders anyway. The Snake Man one, though, is the one that just does not make any sense as a troop builder. This definitely looks like it should be a specific character. Okay, so the Paragon Champion is the Eternian guy. The Scale Knight is Skeletors. The Horde Revenant figure. Revenant? And then the Pit Warden figure is the Snake Man one. I can't say I'm particularly excited about this pack, but I also can't say that I absolutely hate it either. I just feel kind of meh about it overall. I think they should have done something. This is the Snake Revenant, the, what do they call it again? The Pit Warden for the Snake Men. This one is a little too unique to be a troop builder, though, to me. Like, I can't imagine there's that many two-headed snakes, you know, running around in the Snake Men's army. This guy could be just like a Horde citizen, like whatever race Horde X from. This could be just a standard person there. So that's fine. They just should have given him a different weapon. Our trooper here, awesome. I do like him. I think he looks stunning. And this one's okay. I wish I could remember where that sword came from. But a lot of people have been talking about this. So Ken from Retro Toy Escapades had kind of asked why it wasn't part of this Club Grayskull line, like Hero here. And I think, and I could be wrong, but I was kind of left under the impression from the live stream that the Club Grayskull figures would probably end up being the Powers of Grayskull characters this time around. So I anticipate Hero and, of course, probably Eldor being the two prototypes from back in the day that were actually created. Because I think they said we'll get 3 of those. But let's not forget, another character that we've seen images of, but has never been made, was, of course, Sharella, who would also probably fall under the Powers of Grayskull line as well. Again, and maybe I could be wrong. If you guys got a different impression, let me know. But I do think that the Powers of Grayskull figures are going to be the ones that are done mostly for the Club Grayskull. Now, the Hurricane Horror deck that they're supposed to be doing as a Mattel Creations exclusive, maybe you'll have to be a Club Grayskull to get that one too. That's possible. I do think that Mattel is still going to be putting some Masters of the Universe Origins figures out there to regular retail still. Because it looks like, at any rate, I saw Toy Habits had mentioned that the whole shebang is got a listing up for the Fright Zone. So yeah, some Origin stuff is still going to make it to retail. So after recording this video, I got this in my email from Mattel Creations, and it looks like the next figure is going to be previewed, and if you're a Club Grayskull member, you will get early access to purchase it, I guess. But they do have the whole join the conversation and the reveal. Which, of course, here is the reveal, which is obviously Voltrak. The question will be, of course, will this be a Club Grayskull exclusive, or will we all get a chance to do it, or will we just get an opportunity to buy it first before it goes on sale to the mainstream? But that's my thoughts on this. If you have any ideas, or maybe you got a different impression than me, please let me know in the comments below. And I hope you enjoyed this look at this. Thank you for watching. Peace and love.